What's going on, family? Lucky Murray here. Gamecock review. Today we are speaking about the huge win that South Carolina had over Texas A&M. It was a big win, 44-20. Final score. It looks like South Carolina has put together everything that we needed. The close loss between LSU and the close loss between Alabama. If we get those two wins right there, we may be looking at this year being in the playoff conversation this year, the first expanded 12-team playoff format that's happening this year. Before I go, man, subscribe to the channel, also the notification bell. Let me know what you think about this in the comment section below. But let's look at the box scores and let's talk about some things that happened, shall we? So as we look at the box scores right here, we want to pay attention to. Let me make this a little bit. Make myself a little bit. I'm sorry, guys. As we look at the box score, there we go. I want to make myself a little bit smaller, and let me put myself over here so that way we can know where we at. All right, so when we look at the box scores right quick, LaNorris Sellers had a really, really good game. 13 for 27, 244 yards, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, which is great. A quarterback rating of 86.5. We also had Rahiem Sanders had 20 carries, 144 yards, 2 touchdowns. LaNorris Sellers also had 15 carries for 106 yards and 1 touchdown. He had that really, really big run where he ran over the defender to gain a first down. Joshua Simons, number 6, 4 receptions, 132, 2 touchdowns. Rocket Sanders, man, almost had 100 yards in receiving and rushing. He had over 100 yards in rushing. He had 92 yards in receiving, no touchdowns. Mazio Bennett Jr. Got hurt in the second half, in the first half, excuse me, but is really, really, really doing well as a true freshman out of Greenville High School here in the upstate. Rocket Sanders lost a fumble. Defense, man, this is where we had our bread and butter. Demetrius Knight Jr., 11 total tackles, 10 solo. That's great. We also had, where we at? We had a big, Bam Martin Scott, 6 total touchdowns, 6 total tackles, 3 receptions. Judge Collar, 5-3. I'm trying to see how many interceptions we had. Did they take back so we had 14, 1 interception, 2 yards, and just really, man, we had kicking. Alex Herrera, 3 for 3. His longest was 4 for 4. He was 5 for 5 for extra points, for a total of 14 points. So if we look at the standings, shall we? Look at the standings right here. Right now, Georgia is number 1. Texas A&M is still number 2. Those two teams will probably likely meet in Atlanta because right now there is no rankings as far as divisions anymore. Tennessee is number 3. Texas is number 4. LSU is number 5. Vanderbilt is number 6. 7, 8, 9. So we're 5-3. And I think our next game is Vanderbilt. Let's look at our next game real quick, and then I can kind of tell y'all exactly what we about to do. But a huge win, man. So let's go to the Gamecocks real quick. As we see our next game against Vandy, that's going to be, listen, guys, I know I haven't had a chance to do a lot of videos this year because the hurricane, for one, and 2, it was crazy busy. But Vanderbilt is a winnable game. It's going to be a tough game. Vanderbilt's no slouch this year. They have figured out the code, right? And then Missouri. These games right here are winnable games. But 6, 7, that's 8 wins right there. Wofford is 9. So if we can win these next 3 games, which are very winnable games, we can go into Clemson with a chance to win 10 games for the first time in a long time. And it's crazy, man, because we possibly could have had a bigger record. So if let's say the Alabama and the LSU victories right there. So instead of being 3 losses, that's only 1 loss. And now we're 8-1 with a chance going into Clemson to be with a chance on the playoff berth and also an SEC championship berth as well. So it's very exciting times here in South. It's very exciting times here in Columbia and here in South Carolina. So here's my few ideas that I have right now. Right, the first thing is simply put that I think that we are heading in the right direction this year. When we looked at it, I projected it us winning 8 wins. It was that first game of the season when we played Old Dominion, and things didn't look well. Things did not look well. And everybody's like, I don't know about this team. I know I was talking to one of my friends at work, and we was like, man, I don't know about these Gamecocks. And I was like, I don't know. Kentucky made things a little bit better. The loss to LSU was like, I don't know. We ended, but the win 6 to end for one. Here's the thing. For one, we're 1 win away from being bowl eligible. So next week we have a opportunity, to win and become bowl eligible. Like I said, Vanderbilt is not a cakewalk, but we got a chance to be bowl eligible. 2, Missouri, beating this team in Columbia. Let's make that happen. Wofford, like I said, we should go 3-0 in that stretch. I think we are a better team than Vanderbilt, but like I said, that's going to be difficult. Missouri, that even though they're ranked, I think that we could be ranked if we took care of business. That Clemson matchup is going to be crucial right there. That's going to be a very, very fun matchup. That's not going to be a gimme game like it was for Clemson years past. It's not going to be a game where we just happened to win a few years ago where we beat them and broke the streak. But I think that things is going to go really, really well. So here's my thought process to you. Let me know what you think about this in the comment section below. Do you think that that we have an opportunity to win and possibly, man, make a really, really good bowl game? Hey, man, thank y'all so much for tuning in. Thank y'all so much for being patient, man. Like I said, I moved setup, so I got a new setup now. But, man, I'm going to try to bring more videos to y'all. Once again, it's entertainer, motivator, educator. Please don't forget all 3. Lucky Mary back with another Gamecock news update. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this in the comment section below. Like always, until next time, people.